What is up, guys? It is Zach, and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell, I am home. It feels really good to be home, back with my games and all of that. Some of you might have actually not seen this since, I've gotten a decent amount of subscribers since my trip to the UK. So, it feels so good to be home, and I'm happy to bring you this Mario Party video. Today, I'm actually going to be answering questions that you guys have, of certain things I think about Mario Party Superstars, mostly because I'm actually really out of things to talk about with Mario Party Superstars. I think I've covered most of the main bases, meaning, characters, boards, mini games. I've covered really everything there is to cover until obviously the next trailer drops, which I think they will probably drop a trailer in early September-ish time, whenever they decide to do a potential September Nintendo Direct. So today, like I said, I'm going to be answering questions that you guys have. Some of these are obviously going to be repeat questions, so sorry if I just kind of glance over, certain questions people have because I already answered it earlier in the video, and for some questions I may point you to a certain video using the cards that you'll probably see pop up here from time to time. So without any further ado, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Please make sure to drop a like on today's video, and of course, subscribe if you haven't done so already. I would truly appreciate if you guys could subscribe to the channel. So, let's get right on to the questions that you guys have about Mario Party Superstars. Super Baseball Dude 12 asks, 2 questions. What is the first board you will play when you get the game, and are you going to play online right away, or are you going to play the CPU players first? So to answer the first question, I'm most likely playing, at least of the 3 boards that we have confirmed so far, I'll probably play Woody Woods first, because it's probably my favorite board of the 3 that we have confirmed so far. And for the second question, I'm probably going to play with CPUs first, mostly because I already know I'm just going to want to tear that game right open and just play it right away. And I know that playing with some of my friends online will just require some planning, and I know I'll just want to get right into it. And if there's a single player mode, I'll probably play that as well, so I'll probably play against the CPUs first. Nolan Vertullo, hopefully I pronounced that name right, asks, do you think there will be a final unlockable board in the game, and what other items would you like to see make a return? So in the terms of final boards, or like an unlockable board, I don't really think there will be one, and if there is an unlockable board, then there will be 4 boards unlocked at first, and then the 5th unlockable board. I'm just not sure there's going to be, like, another hidden board. I feel like they would have advertised, like, there are going to be 6 boards coming from the N64 Mario Parties, but I'm not sure. I would love there to be an unlockable board, but I really don't think there will be. And as for items, I would like to just see more of the classic N64 game items. Like, for example, the Boo Bell would be nice to see return. The dueling glove, I feel like the dueling glove might have actually already been confirmed, but I'm not sure. Just items like that I would love to see make a return. Just think of any item from Mario Parties 2 and 3, I would like them to return, basically. Because most of the items after, 3, with 4, 5, 6, 7, they're all very different. Like, in 4, has a lot of the N64 items, but introduces the Mega Mushroom, the Mini Mushroom, so those wouldn't work. 5, 6, and 7 all have, like, capsules, or, orbs that you throw on spaces, so that wouldn't work. And then, of course, 8 has the candies, and I don't really think any of them would make sense to return, personally. So, yeah, any item from the N64 era Mario Party, I think makes sense to return. Edgar Santana asks, what's the likelihood that you think Mario Party Superstars to have a 6 unlockable board at launch, like a lot of the older games? I already answered this, but I just don't see it happening, personally. Just simply because I feel like they would have advertised, like, 6 classic boards returning. Because it's not like, older Mario Parties where we don't know these boards, so the 6 boards is going to be a surprise. I feel like they would want to advertise that there's going to be 6 actual N64 boards. I don't know how to explain it. I'm horrible at explaining things, as you guys know. But I personally just don't think there's going to be a 6th board, personally. Sharksbow23 asks 3 questions. Do you think the game could have featured future DLC like Gamecube boards and more N64 boards, etc.? Do you think there could be a story mode? And do you think the game could possibly outsell Super Mario Party? So, to answer the first question, I think it's possible the game could get DLC. I did a whole video about that and the potential of DLC if you want to watch that, if you haven't done so already. But in terms of like the kinds of boards that we could see in DLC, I personally think and personally want them to stick to the N64 because listen, the GameCube era of Mario Party is my favorite era of Mario Party, so I would love to see GameCube boards return just as much as everyone else. But there's something about seeing these old boards that, let's face it, are really just like PNG files that the characters walk over in the games. Something about seeing those like redone with modern graphics, because the GameCube boards hold up graphically. Sure, they look a little bit older, but you still look at them and say they still look really, really good. So I don't think they need to be remade as much as the N64 ones do. So if they were to make DLC, I would personally hope they'd stick with N64, and I think that they would stick with N64. For your second question, I do think there will be, maybe not a story mode, but some sort of single-player experience like Mario Parties I've always had. You know, each Mario Party's had a different kind of single-player mode, and to the most part, for the most part with Hudson Soft's Mario Parties, they have been story modes. And ND Cube have veered away from story modes and have just made like a single-player minigame gauntlet kind of experience. And I think it will be very much the same. I think if there is a single-player experience, which I do think there will be, it'll mostly just be a minigame gauntlet akin to what Mario Party The Top 100 did, personally. So there's that question. And for the third question, if we can outsell Super Mario Party, I personally don't think so. I think Super Mario Party, like, I mean, first of all, it's the best-selling Mario Party game ever. Like, it's mind-blowing how crazy that game has sold. But also, sequels to games that sell really well never sell as good as the originals, you know, on the same system, I should say. Like, you know, like, for instance, like, if they released another Mario Kart, like a Mario Kart 9, for instance, I don't think it could outsell 8. If there's another Animal Crossing on the system, I don't think it could outsell New Horizons, etc., etc. Like, it's very rare when that actually happens, so I personally don't think it's gonna happen. Martin Lopez Coronado, sorry if I butchered that name. He says, hi, 2 questions. First, what new modes do you think they'll add to the game besides party mode and minigame mode? And do you think there's going to be a shop in the game to buy extra difficulties for the CPUs, music, etc.? Okay, so for the first question, for the different modes, I'm really not sure. Like I said, I do think there will be some sort of single-player mode of some sort. I don't know what it would entail. I don't know what it would be. But other than that, I don't really know what else they could do. Like, I think most of the extra side modes would be minigame related modes, just simply because, like, the top 100 minigames again, so they could have, like, decathlons, they could have online tournament modes, maybe not tournament, but you know what I mean, like online play modes. Like, you know, I don't think they're going to have like what what Super Mario Party had, where it had like Soundstage and River Survival. I don't think it's going to do any of that. I think if they're doing minigame modes, maybe they'll bring some modes from the older Mario Parties back. Like, I'm trying to think of like certain minigame modes. Like, well, Decathlon has been like a staple in Mario Party for a while. So, like I said, yeah, just don't expect any crazy new modes like Super Mario Party had. Just expect a lot of minigame modes. That's what I'm expecting. And as for the shop, I do think there's going to be a shop, and I really hope that there's a shop to buy all this stuff, because obviously with, you know, I mean, obviously the difficulty, like, that's, like, I think most Mario Parties you could buy the, hardest difficulty in the shop. But also the music, given that this is obviously remixing and remaking a lot of the music from past Mario Parties, it'd be really, really cool to be able to buy your favorite minigame soundtracks with the board tracks. That could be really, really cool. So yeah, I do think they're going to have a store. I really hope they have a store, and if they don't, actually, that will be quite disappointing. Because I even think most of NT Cube's Mario Party games have had stores. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Nick Mario 1 asks 2 questions. 1, what are you looking forward to the most in Mario Party SuperStars? And 2, if EGAD was a playable character in Mario Party SuperStars, would you be hyped? Well, I'm going to answer the second question right away because that's easy. Yes, I would love if Professor EGAD could come in. He's like, it's crazy. He's literally, sorry, I gotta adjust myself here. He's literally playable in nothing. I don't think there's a single game where Professor EGAD is playable, yet he's been around since Luigi's Mansion. So, that's honestly crazy. Don't know why he isn't playable in anything, so I would be super hyped if he was playable here. And what I'm looking forward to most in Mario Party SuperStars, is honestly just having a really traditional Mario Party again. I know a lot of people like some of the newer stuff that Gamecube have done, but having a actual new Mario Party that I'm just used to growing up with, it's honestly amazing. And yes, you could say I had that with Super Mario Party, but Super Mario Party disappointed me in so many different ways. I did not like the boards, I didn't like the single Joy-Con play, and this game just fixes all of that. The boards are bringing boards back, yes, but they're still bigger boards, grander boards. You know, there are battle mini games again. There's chance time again. You know, they're bringing back so much from the older Mario Parties. Stars are 20 coins again. It's a true traditional Mario Party, and I'm excited about that. And I can play it in handheld mode. Handheld mode is my most preferred way to play the Nintendo Switch. I'm always traveling, I'm always on the move, so handheld mode is my favorite way to play any Nintendo Switch game. And because Super Mario Party requires you to use single Joy-Con, it's basically made Super Mario Party a game that I can never play because I just don't play my Switch like that. So it's nice to have this Mario Party be traditional, be able to play in handheld mode, and yeah, that's what I'm most excited for with this game. Frankie Freak asks, would you be happy with Pauline, aka more playable female representation in Mario games, finally being playable in Mario Party? Here's the thing. I'm actually not a huge Pauline fan, and it's not because that she's a bad character, or it's not because I don't like her design. It's just because they haven't really, by they I mean like Nintendo, that sounded really weird, sorry. Nintendo haven't really given Pauline much of an identity, of a personality. Her identity is literally just singing Jump Up Superstar. Like literally, that's her special shot in Mario Golf. I think that's probably her power shot in Mario Tennis Aces. Like, that's her whole personality, singing Jump Up Superstar. They just haven't done much with her yet. I would love to see more female representation in Mario Party, of course. But I just want interesting characters, right? Like, I just want a character, like, that's why EGAD, for instance, is a character I want in Mario Party. EGAD has been around for a while, just like Pauline, but he has more personality, you know, you see him more. There's just more to EGAD at the moment than there is with Pauline. And so I just want characters that either have those interesting personalities or just off-ball wild picks. I don't know how to describe it because I don't really know many female Mario characters that aren't already represented in Mario Party that I would say need to be represented, because we got most of them, which is a shame because it's more of a male cast of characters. And it's like, if you brought in female characters like Wendy and Pom Pom, those characters do not interest me at all. I'd be more excited for Pauline over Wendy and Pom Pom. Like, you know, so I would love to see more female representation in Mario Party games, of course, but I want the characters to, at the same time, whether they're male or female, be interesting. Because the character could be any gender in the world, but if they're not an interesting pick, it's kind of pointless. The gender doesn't matter at that point, you know? OnFire1005 asks 3 questions. Out of the announced characters, who are you going to play as? Out of the announced minigames, which one will you play first? And out of the announced boards, which one will you play first? Well, the third question I already answered, Woody Woods, so that's out of the way. The first question, I am a Birdo fan. I love playing as Birdo. The fact Birdo wasn't in Super Mario Party is an absolute crime. So, Birdo is my always pick. I always pick Birdo in Mario Party. At least like Mario Party 7 and 8, where Birdo was playable. I think 10 or 9, maybe, Birdo's also playable in. But nonetheless, love playing as Birdo. Announced mini-games, it's tough. But out of the announced ones, it's probably between Booksquirm and Bowser's Big Blast. I love those 2 mini games. I can't help it. But if Snow World gets announced, I know it's not announced yet, but if it gets announced, I'm playing Snow World first. Like, that's my go-to, because I'm a boss at that mini game. I actually have been playing Mario Party Top 100 on the 3DS, practicing my Snow World skills, and I was actually doing quite well. I mean, it's easier to do the ABYX thing, you just have to spin your thumb, but still. Yeah, those minigames, definitely. Leon Codhelly, hopefully I pronounced that right, asks, top 10 characters we'll never see in a Mario Party game but would be fun. This actually had a hard time coming up with this list, mostly because I think a lot of the main Mario characters that you'd want to see in a Mario Party game have been covered. Though I will say, I want to say characters that have been in Mario Party before but probably won't come around again, like Blooper and Koopa Kid and Hammer Bro. But then you can also add in like EGAD, King Boo, Cappy, You know, there's loads of different characters I would love to see in Mario Party, future Mario Parties, but they probably won't make it in. So I know it's not 10, because I had a really hard time with this one, but those are the characters that come to my mind instantly. Oh, and PD Piranha and, like, Piranha Plant, those are also pretty cool. Carlos Felipe Ortega Zuniga, I'm gonna pronounce it that way so I don't get screwed over. Side modes, I think we have, I mentioned this before, but single player mode, very obviously, and many different minigame modes, online minigame modes, a tournament kind of mode, like I think Mario Party 6 had, a decathlon mode, like every single Mario Party's freaking had since like 5, yeah. Ben Sanford asks, which GameCube boards would you want to return if they were to add them? Like I said, I don't think they will, but if they did, the boards I choose, I'll choose one from each game. For Mario Party 4, I'll choose Goomba's Greedy Gala. For Mario Party 5, I'll choose Toy Dream. For Mario Party 6, I'll choose Clockwork Castle. And for Mario Party 7, I'll choose Neon Heights. And as an added bonus, for Mario Party 8, I'll choose King Boo's Haunted Hideaway. So those are the boards I would pick from the GameCube/Wii era. Yakardi asks, which confirmed board are you most excited to play on? It's a different question, technically, than which will be the first one I'll play on, but Woody Woods. My favorite board of all time in Mario Party is Towering Treetop from Mario Party 6. And the reason why I didn't put it as the GameCube board I'd want to see in Mario Party SuperStars as DLC is because Woody Woods already exists, and Woody Woods, you know, I loved Woody Woods as a board when I first played 3, then obviously Towering Treetop reuses the same trees, and I love the boards, I love all of that, so yeah, Woody Woods is definitely the one I'm most excited to play on. DRP Smash asks, do you like the boards, or do you think they should have added different ones, and do you think there are too many lucky spaces or not enough? Well, obviously, my lucky space thing, I've made myself very clear on. If you haven't seen the improvements or fixes I would make to Mario Party SuperStars video, definitely check that out. But in terms of the boards, I'm decently happy with the choices so far. I'm happy with Spaceland, and I'm happy with Woody Woods. Peach's Birthday Cake, not as much. Granted, I'm not a huge fan of many of the Mario Party 1 boards in general, but I would have preferred to be swapped with, let's say, like Yoshi's Tropical Island, or Luigi's Engine Room, or DK's Jungle Adventure. Like, Peach's Birthday Cake isn't my favorite one from Mario Party 1. Hell, I'll even take Mario's Rainbow Castle. Even though it's a linear board, and I'm really not a huge fan of linear boards, I'll still take that over Peach's Birthday Cake. Actually, Peach's Birthday Cake actually kind of is a linear board as well, so yeah, so I'm happy with the board choices, minus Peach's Birthday Cake. Felipe Paquito, hopefully I pronounced that right, says, I got 3 questions, dude. Who would you prefer appear, Pauline or Diddy Kong? How much extra content do you think will be in the final game that was not shown in the initial announcement trailer? And if NDQ decides to move forward with the classic gameplay style after Mario Party SuperStars, what would be some ways to keep the series from becoming repetitive or samey again like it was during the Hudson Soft era? Okay, so first question. I prefer Pauline to be in the game over Diddy Kong, mostly because of the fact that I am not a huge fan of repetition in the character roster, and I think having another Kong in there kind of does that. I know Pauline can be classified as like one of the princesses, but I don't know. I'm just gonna stay with that. I'm gonna prefer Pauline. For the second question, how much extra content do I think will be in the final game? I don't think there will be any extra content. I think it will very much be the 5 boards we have and the 100 minigames and different modes that utilize the minigames. Maybe there'll be like a story mode with story-specific boards, but I don't think there would be. So yeah, I think what we get is what we get. And the last question is interesting here. What I think they could do, because I think Hudson Soft's main mistake was releasing them every single year. Right? Mario Party 1 was released in 98, 2 was released in like 2000, 3 was in 2001, and then 2002, 3, 4, so they kept releasing them every single year. I think have some space between the releases, take a few years to develop a new Mario Party. It'll give them some time to make some grand boards. And one thing that I think made people appreciate Mario Party 6 a lot, and even like 7 and 8, is that all the boards were different. It wasn't just run around the board collecting all the stars, you know. It took that formula and changed it up a bit. Like for Mario Party 6, for instance, you had Towering Treetop and EGAD's Garage, which is very basic boards. You had Snowflake Lake, where you started with stars, you had to steal them from each other using the Chain Chomps, which got also put into Mario Party 7 with Pyramid Park. You had Fair Square, where there's the one central star, and you can buy up to 5, and your main objective is to collect as many coins as you can, and at nighttime, the price of the star changes. You had Clockwork Castle, so you had all these different themes of boards. Do more of that. If they did more of that in each game, where, like, it wasn't just the same thing, and like, put some space between the releases, offer new characters, think of clever and inventive mini-games, I think they could do a decently good job of keeping the Mario Party series going in the classic direction without getting stale. Hell, even do more best ofs. Like, yes, some people think it's the lazy route, but, like, there are so many, particularly with the mini-games, there are so many mini-games from past Mario Parties that people would love to see come back. And I think doing more where you're taking inspiration from the old games could definitely help create Mario Party games. I'm not saying make every new Mario Party game just copy and paste of the old one, but definitely take inspirations. You know, because Hudson Soft, most people, when they think of great Mario Party games, they think of the, N64, GameCube era, or even 8, and DS. So the classic formula. So, I know that was a long-winded answer, but yeah, don't do the same stuff over and over again, and don't make it a yearly release. That's what I gotta say. DRP Smash asks, do you think this will be the best Mario Party game yet? I think it could be if NDQ play their cards right. If they make this game super replayable, if they have good online, you know, I think this could be the best Mario Party, at least that I've personally played in 10 plus years, 11, 12 years. Like, it's crazy to think it's been that long since there's been a Mario Party game that I personally found enjoyable. I actually did get some enjoyment out of Top 100, but other than that, not really. So, I don't know if this will be the best Mario Party game ever, but I think it could be a really, really good one if NDQ play their cards right. Hector Michael Miranda Sanchez asks, do you think Koopa Kid will make a comeback this time? I wish Koopa Kid could make a comeback. Koopa Kid is like the character I just want to see come back, because we're paying homage to the N64 Mario Party games without like the character that's like synonymous for Mario Party, the Mario Party N64 games. So I wish we can get Koopa Kid, but I don't think we are. And then Poop Master 4 asks the final two questions here. Do you think Nabbit and Bob-omb are potential candidates for Mario Party characters, or playable Mario Party characters? Or, and then secondly, does it scare you that the new Mario Party game only has 5 boards without DLC? So for the first question, I think Nabbit is possible. He could be a potential new coming character. Very possible. Bob-omb, probably not, mostly because of Bob-omb's prevalence in certain mini-games, like Reverse the Bomb, and, you know, if, like, Defuse or Lose is a mini-game, then that one as well, and let's say if Wario's Battle Canyon is a returning board, I really hope not, then Bob-omb's would be very prevalent on that board, so I don't think Bob-omb has any shot, but Nabbit, maybe. And then, does it scare you that the new Mario Party game only has 5 boards? I definitely think it sucks that there's only 5 boards. I definitely wish there were more, just like everyone else, but I don't think that will be the game's downfall. I don't think there's going to be something that is literally, like, game-breaking. I am upset that there's only 5 boards, but usually in any Mario Party game, even the best ones, even like 6, I usually have my 1, 2, or maybe 3 boards that are my go-tos, that I usually always play. Like in Mario Party 6, I'll usually play Towering Treetop, Egad's Garage, or Clockwork Castle. Those are the ones I always end up playing. So I'll probably have my 3 boards in this game and maybe not touch the other 2 as much. So really, I'm not scared of the implications of only 5 boards. If there's DLC, of course I'm going to buy it. But yeah, I'm not as upset about the 5 boards thing as a lot of other people are. Because, I mean, really, the main standard is 6, so it's only 1 less than usual. So it's not like Super Mario Party that only had 4, or Top 100 that had 1. Like, it's got 5, it's 1 below the average. Like, it's not horrible, in my personal opinion. But there you guys go. Those are all the questions I got about Mario Party Superstars from you guys. Thank you guys so much for sending in your questions. It was really, really cool to get to do this video as the first one of me being home. I get to answer these questions for you guys, and, yeah, it was super, super fun to get to do that, and, yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, all the stuff down below if you enjoyed today's video, and click the little notification bell so you can stay notified of when I upload videos to the channel. There will be lots more cool content coming in the future. I actually did get an N64 emulator running on my laptop, so there will be another Mario Party Let's Play for Mario Party 3 playing Woody Woods, and I cannot wait to get that out to you guys. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.